Not all friendships are meant to last forever, and that's okay. I used to think that all my friendships were ride or dies because they label it so. Especially as a girl, we have this culture of having this best friend for life. But what I learned about friendship changed the way I see them, and honestly, it has given me a lot of peace. If I could go back in time and talk to my younger self, I would have explained to her that there are different levels of friendship and they're not all equal. Aristotle said there are 3 types of friendship and only one that actually lasts. The first one is friendship of utility. Basically, I'm your friend because you're useful to me. St. Thomas Aquinas calls this friendship of mutual advantage. Think coworkers, classmates, business partners. These friendships serve a purpose, but when that purpose ends, so does the friendship. They're not bad, they're just temporary. The second type of friendship is friendship of pleasure. This is when you're friends with someone because you enjoy them. This kind of friendship is about shared hobbies, humor, like gaming, shopping, sports, fandoms. If the fun disappears, the friendship often does too. Again, not bad, but also not lasting. The third type of friendship is the highest form of friendship and the one that everyone desires to have. Sometimes we mistaken our friendships of utility and pleasure as a friendship of virtue, and we are ultimately disappointed. This is the friend where you value each other based on who you are and you both seek the good together. These friendships take time, they take honesty, and they take virtue. This type of friendship is really rare, and that's why we need to recognize it when we have it. So what is a friendship of virtue? A friendship of virtue is basically broken down into 3 things. The first one is it's built on mutual respect for each other's character. So that's when you see someone's character and you actually like them. You appreciate the goodness in them. It's when someone's honest and kind and courageous, and they also see it in you. The second part of this friendship is focused on becoming better together. So you both care about living with integrity and helping each other grow in what's true and right. So if both of you aren't mutually doing this, it's not a friendship of virtue. Both people need to be growing together for what is better for the other, or what is good for the other. The third is when the friendship is sustained by wanting what's truly best for each other. You're not just in it for what you get out of it. You honestly want to see the other person become their very best self, their very best version of themselves, even when it costs you something. So if a virtuous friendship is based on what is good for the other, how can you know if someone is actually seeking your good? Well, you can't love someone rightly if you don't understand what is truly good for them. Goodness is more than what makes someone feel good or what makes them happy in the moment. When you choose goodness, it makes you more whole, more free, and more virtuous. And goodness pushes the person to become what they're actually meant to be. But to understand what is good for the other, you need 2 things. You need moral clarity, which is knowing the difference between bad and good. This is lost in our generation because we see everything that is pleasant as good and everything that is hard as bad. And that is not what true goodness is. A true friend is like a doctor who won't sugarcoat a diagnosis. A real friend won't pretend that when you do bad things or when you're doing harm to yourself, that is freedom. Personally, I'm Catholic, and in Catholicism, there are very clear lines as to what is good and what is bad for someone. The ultimate goal as a Catholic is to know God, to love God, and to serve Him in this world. And so if you are being pushed away from that, as a Catholic, I would probably say that you are headed towards an unhealthy lifestyle. The second thing is attentive listening. So love without understanding isn't real. And real friendship means knowing the other's personal story and not just their opinions. And this is why virtue starts with prudence. Love without prudence is one of those things that feel really right at first, but it can go really wrong really quick because it loses the balance between what we feel is good and truth. Prudence is basically the ability to see the reality as what it is, what is true, and to judge correctly. So take a moment and think about your own friendships. Which ones are built on convenience or shared interests? Which ones help you grow and push you to become a better version of yourself? Which friendships stay when things get hard? And who celebrates your wins without envy? Are you investing most of your energy on those types of relationships, or are you investing in relationships where you might feel like you're using the other person? Or you might feel like the relationship is just based on common interests? So ask yourself this: am I surrounding myself with people who bring me closer to God, or just closer to comfort? Not every friendship will be deep, and that's okay. Not every relationship deserves to be that deep with you. And also, it takes time and energy and wisdom to have that depth. But recognize the rare ones, the ones that are actually rooted in virtue and goodness, and guard those relationships carefully. Work on those relationships. Real friendship isn't about how long you've known someone. It's about who they help you become, and vice versa. The friends who stay aren't always the loudest or the most fun. They're the ones who see the good in you and call you to become better and move higher. I think of it as we're all running this race up this mountain. And sometimes the mountain gets really steep. And at times you're gonna be really strong and you're gonna be able to pull your friends along. And sometimes you're gonna fall. And it's the friends that push you back up. Those are the friends you need to invest in. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to be headed into this series on friendship and virtue. Like, subscribe, and have a great day. And God bless you.